this hand. That cannot happen. We must be here. And this cannot be at this height, because I'm not getting any movement out of Jonathan. I need to be looking at his knee within this circle. And this is what we've done before. Reading the book. It can't be down here. We're here. Yes? So we went from here, in and here. Then I took it from there and I said, okay, this time, I'm going to jump a bit, I'm sure I know. From here to here.
That's not right.
Good, I'm getting better. So here to here. So we're finishing about here.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay. Here. And this should be floating. This leg is floating. The danger is I go here and put my body weight out this way. I must be here and giving this away. My body must not come back. I don't know how you were doing it, so I find it difficult to cock up quite the same. This, I think, the arse was sort of slipping away on this angle. Just for the camera, step back please on your foot. It would have been here and here. This is not good. The thing must be here and away. This foot is 25%, 75 on the opposite foot. So our next step is going to be here. This foot turns. I don't really mind if it's in front or here. But here, here, take. Now this hand. Remember, this is all going to be linked together as to one movement. It cannot be disjointed. It can't be 10 movements. But here, here, as this one starts to go, this hand is going to cut in and add 2, ready for the... So this is going to be your next feeling. Turn, step, turn, take, and ready. This becomes a hip motion now of... Yes? Here. Up. 1 here. But this is in line with myself. Here is my line. Because I turn my body, this is coming with me all the time. So 1 here. As this floats, this now comes around me. But this is out here. So we'll try it with one arm. Those who wear hakama, put it in here. You with your belt, stick your hand inside. Scoop. Take. Now feel the scoop. Here. Now I can feel his wrist. Here. That tells me where this is going to be. I turn here and I just rotate. I haven't ducked or dived. I tend to use slightly different controls in this. I can use all sorts of controls. Keep your arms straight.
Yeah.
I can get this control, I can get all sorts of controls. But we're sticking with this here, the take here. Now this cannot come in. And this is the mistake that most people make. This comes in. Keep it out from you. Step. Then just let your hips turn. That is, come on this way a minute. Sorry,
Yeah.
dragging you about. So here, out from you, and now here. And then just settle down. Just put yourself down. Always go back with that leg first. Okay, so good. There, good. Your whole attitude in your body changes. There is a moment, and it is that moment I need to capture. It's a bit like the classical photograph, isn't it? There's just, you could have a whole ream of 100 photographs, but only one that would make the headline or make the front page of both. And yet you've just done 100 photographs, but one of them is special. That is what this is about. So move. That's what makes you jump forward, because it's come, and I'm keeping things tight, everything else. If I do, oh, ring a bell, am I in trouble? That other hand's going to follow. So I don't appear at first to have actually gone in. This is what most people will go, oh, or the sillier one is, yeah, and they need this thing here. The control is here, into the elbow, or still through the elbow. Do you see what's happening? I'm not worried so much about this as I am your elbow. Can you see what I am doing? Yeah, there. Control the elbow, and the Kodogishi is easy peasy. I'm not worried about the throw, I'm just worried about the control. So what are we doing? Sort of, you're actually now pushing through your arms. Now I'm actually doing it with my hips. That's better. That's better. Yes! That worked. Other side? No, not as good as that other one. That's getting better. Through your hip. So try and keep this distance and this distance the same, and step with it. Oh. That's right. You're controlling my elbow. Good. So any punch you threw, I would try and take it on the blade. But if I manage to duck that blade, I come here, yeah, so that the knife is here and cut. So it's one, take out. That takes the two sinews out of the back of the knee. You'll never straighten, your leg won't work anymore. Finish, end of story. Because those two that run up the back of your knee are what flex the knee and keep it moving. Once they're severed, they'll just fall apart on you. But the knife is always here. You don't flash a knife around, you use it. Now, that's really me. So the knife itself is very nasty. It can cut in here up underneath the small ribs. If you're going for a kill, it's here. Yeah? But this is protecting, this is it. This is how the knife is actually used. The prat that does this has no mind. What he's doing, his mind is here. The person who knows how to use a knife, beware. Because if you get a glint, he's hit you with the other hand. He's not showing you the knife. He's using the knife to its full potential. The cutting edge out. So, as we said before, punch, whack. It doesn't matter how I block that, whether if I can catch it here, I will split his hand clean in two. If it doesn't matter what I catch, he's going to be bleeding nicely. So, Then there's all these type motions. Again, cut, or this is a kill. I need that much of the knife, and if you feel by there, just going in through there, I need that much of the knife to be in his heart. It's no depth at all. So when the police say you can only have a 5-inch blade, a 3-inch blade is more dangerous. 1, you don't see it as quick, and 2, it's all you need to kill something. There are others, of course. 1 down this way, and just cut out. Here, obvious, straight down in, although that it goes a lot. 1 here. So there's umpteen more. Turn that, you come back here to the temple. It's not going to do any good. If you are from behind, it is head, push, and then one side. You've gone in here, you go 1, 2, and that slams. You made sure that you severed the spinal column or the spinal cord, and he should be as dead as a dodo. If he does survive, he'll be a vegetable because nothing will work. So the use of a knife, I'm not going to go into it too deep because I don't like showing everything about a knife. Not that I don't trust you, I wouldn't show you anything to do with this if I didn't trust you. But it's not good, I think. But so that you understand, because that will hurt harder than me doing that. Yeah? Bang. Because the inertia area is so small, I can do damage. So I don't have to do anything much. Bang, here. Yeah? Pop in with this. And the other thing, of course, is into the solar plexus, then up across the throat. If the knife is shown, it's natural to put your hands up as a defence. So you're here to try and defend, you're worried about the knife, I just do that. As soon as I've cut, preferably inside, but if I've cut, as it bleeds, you do that. So I've gone 1, you cover, I come back twice. So it's because there are natural reactions. If you've ever cut yourself, you go, fuck, there now. I cut myself on a saw. Oh. You draw it in, you're trying to close it off, you don't want to leak. So there's natural reactions to a cut. The only time that doesn't work is when you're in a real good flurry and the adrenaline's pumping, somebody's cut you, you haven't even noticed. And then you start becoming dizzier and dizzier and fall over. But generally speaking, you'll feel it. Especially if you've seen the knife, you'll feel it. Here, you might not feel it. You might take another 2 steps before you realise you're dead. So you now understand. This makes it extremely difficult now, but we're going to cut straight in here and take the hand. What I don't want you doing is that. He's on balance too much and everything else. Here, I've got the hand itself. Not his wrist, not his arm. Here. A slight tilt here now, and he'll do whatever I want him to. Step in. Now note, I am not doing this. So, I'll go back to here. Keep this, elbows just slightly bent. Keep this by here, around and down. Jigata. here, don't take, this thumb slides in underneath. The two thumbs cross the palm. Turn, step. Keep yourself here. If you keep it here, it's a control. Your feeling is just a small circle in front of you. It's called Shihonagi. Now, the backward yukemi is the way out of this, so that you can just sit down. You don't have to, if you can't do the yukemi move, pretend you can't. Let's just get to a sit down position, low, in underneath. Now, when we get to here, you could say the head just drops. Sit down. Doesn't have to be a throw. Okay? Have a try. One enemy about to strike me from the rear. So what happens is this enemy here, I start to draw towards. But I know that the person now, as I'm stepping forward, the man from behind, is going to try and rush in as I go for you. So I come here, turn, and cut. So, one, if I go one here, I can't turn. But if I come to one side, one, the sword is being hidden, the drawer of the sword is being hidden. Yes, because it's coming here. If you were stood behind me, you shouldn't see that. Then I step forward, the hips turn, and I'm cutting the person who's coming from behind. And that is all Shihonagi is. But instead of using the thing here, we've started here. We've started with first form, so, or whatever they call it in Japan. It ain't first form, I'll tell you that. Here, I take the handle of the sword. I draw, I step, I turn, and I cut. Easy? So now you understand where the actual action comes from. So when you are making your motion, you understand why this actually breaks the other person's balance. You cut here, turn, and cut. But if you're doing that properly, later on, much later on, I'm not going to even do that, I'm going to hold your wrist. The actual turn is extremely fast. If this is on the wrist, you know you said, oh, that could be, you could land on your head. No, you land a long way away. Because here, you come here, the hips are what put the energy into the throw, and it's as the foot touches, it's gone. Yeah? As it touches, so without, just stay there, put you with your thing. But all it is here, finished. And everybody is thinking about this so much that when they get to here, they go, oh my God! It isn't. Much more relaxed. Here, I was trying to let the hand slip. I'm not trying to throw you. Please believe it. Throw you would be different. Would be more like this. Okay. You have explanation. Yeah? So perhaps that will help with the understanding.